Everybody, it's the Ancient Meddler back again, and I'm going to be reacting to a group I've not heard before, but I've heard a lot about, and I'm very excited to check out. This is a band called Sleep Token. They've been getting a lot of attention lately. Uh, so yeah, I'm excited to hear what they have to offer and check them out. If you guys are familiar with them, let me know what you think of them. Tell me about the band. Tell me about your experiences with them. Let me know what songs you want to hear from them, and I'll check them out. If you're new to them like me, come along for the ride. Let's see what happens. So let's head over to the old wiki page. Find out what wiki has to say about Sleep Token. Sleep Token are a British rock band from London formed in 2016. The group are an anonymous masked collective led by a frontman using the moniker Vessel. They have been categorized under many different genres, including alternative metal, post-rock metal, progressive metal, and indie rock pop. After self-realizing their debut extended play, EP, one in 2016, the band signed with Basic Records and issued a follow-up, 2, the next year. They are about as original for album names as George R.R. Martin is for place names. The North. The group later signed with Spinefarm Records and released their debut full-length album, It's Not Called 3, Sundowning in 2019, which was followed in 2021 by This Place Will Become Your Tomb. Now that's a scary title. The third album, Take Me Back to Eden, which is the one I'm going to be listening to a song from, the title track of, was released in 2023. Oh, so it's brand new. May of 2023. All right, cool. All right, that's all I need to know. I just know they wear makeup or masks or something, right? The same thing some other bands do, like Ghost. All right, here it is. Take Me Back to Eden. Okay. I know what Eden is. Is it working? Oh, yeah, it is working. Dark, sinister, spooky. It's very ambient. Is it an angel?
I dream in phosphorescence, bleed through spaces, see you drifting past the fall.
Very interesting voice. Very interesting voice. Kind of reminds me of that dude, the British dude. Sorry if dude is not the right word. Person. Steve? Sam? Something or other? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
No one told you where to go. We dive through crystal waters, perfect oceans, but no one told me not to breathe.
Wow. So the singing doesn't feel like metal at all at this point. It feels like some kind of R&B song or pop song or something. It's a cool angel though.
Those eyes
sleep token.
Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a working hell and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher.
Yeah, it's amazing voice and a very cool design. That's all that's happened so far.
Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire. I will travel far beyond the path of reason. Take me back to Eden, take me back to Eden.
All right, now I can hear the metal aspects of this kicking in, so that's pretty cool. And the voice, man, just soaring above that is so beautiful, right? It's melodically beautiful and quite high. It's very peaceful, and it's like something I would want to sit and listen to on a, like, lay back and just put my headphones on and put this, like, this album on and just kind of vegetate and listen to it and go into like a trance-like state. Good for meditation.
Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up. Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and makeup. Just 2 days since the mainframe went down and I'm still messed up. Room feels like a meat freezer, I dangling like cold cuts. Missed calls, answer phones from people I just don't trust. Nerd talk, fake love, but I'll take a pound of your flesh before you take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up. I need you to see me for what I have become.
So it's almost like hip hop rapping kind of sound there a little bit, right? Which is cool. It's a nice effect to add into this song. Kind of mixes up the tempo a lot and gives you a different kind of vibe at the same time. So it's in a sense, it's a progressive sound to do that, to really mix up the music like that. So it's neat.
My, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this band, so I should have probably read more. Like, do we know anything about who the members are? And anything? Because it's definitely intriguing not to know. Sorry. It's definitely intriguing not to know. I mean, that was one of the cool things with Ghost in the early days when they were Ghost BC, and when they were just, before they were outed as to who they were. It was kind of a neat thing, but it's a shtick. It's a gimmick. But as gimmicks go, it's pretty cool.
Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
But isn't it a bit controversial? I don't know if controversial is the right term. Let me explain what I'm trying to say before I try to describe it in labels. So back in the 80s, there was a musical group that had hit records, lots of hit records, and was very popular, very, very popular. And then we found out that the two people who were presented in the videos of the music were not the actual musicians. They were not the people singing on the record. They were not the band that was playing behind them. And their careers were destroyed, completely destroyed. This was Milli Vanilli. People loved the music. People thought the music was great. But as soon as we found out that the music wasn't being done by the two people in the front, suddenly nobody would listen to it anymore. Suddenly the music, it just miraculously became bad because we felt defrauded. How is this different? And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm just saying it to open up a conversation so we can talk about it. How is this different, though, really? Well, the difference is they probably are the ones doing the music, right? And they are the ones singing it, but we're not seeing them. We don't see who they are. So that's why I'm saying, how different is it? Okay, in Milli Vanilli's case, there were real people who played the music. Real people. It wasn't computer generated. It was actual musicians playing the music and singing the songs. They just didn't want to be seen. Maybe they weren't as pretty as the actors and I think they were dancers who were playing the parts of this band. So for whatever reason, they didn't want to be seen, and they wanted to hide their true identities while putting out music. So that's my argument as to, isn't that really the same thing here? You've got musicians who don't reveal their identities, and you have some personas who are portrayed as being the band who may or may not be. How do we know? How do we know for sure that that's really the people doing it? You know, and even if it is, it's a character. It's a characterization, or it's not a real person. It's not who they really are. It's a facade. So in some ways there are a lot of similarities, but on the other hand, there's a lot of differences, and I absolutely see why it's not the same thing. And I wouldn't argue that it's the same thing. I was just asking a question. But and then you go back to bands like the Monkees back in the 60s, right? They didn't really play the music on the first couple of albums. They started playing more of the music as time went on, but that's not what they were hired for. They were hired to sing the songs and be actors in a TV show, right? Now they did sing the songs. And what's the difference between the Monkees singing the songs when we all know that they're hired to do the job, and a group like Backstreet Boys, or what's that other one? Not In Excess, NSYNC, right? They were just a bunch of guys that sang songs and danced and looked good, right? And that's what the Monkees were. So that's kind of the opposite. It's the flip side, where you have people that you're presenting who are singing, but they're not really the musicians. In this case, you have somebody who's doing music and singing, but we don't know who they are because their identity's concealed, right? So I don't know, just interesting to me. It's interesting. It may not be interesting to you, and I guess whether or not you watch this video and and comment on it will be a judge of that. But it just seems like why is this okay and that's not okay, right? And then you have a band like Steel Panther, who is totally fake, but 100% real. It's four real guys really playing the music, really singing the songs. It's just they present themselves in a way that's not them. Not really them. So anyway, doesn't everybody, at some level, don't all performers have some kind of facade that they put up? Remember when Garth Brooks did was it David Gates or something like that? David Gates. That sounds like the lead singer of Bread. Gaines. Maybe it was Gaines. David Gaines. Something Gaines. Gaines. I don't remember. Chris Gaines. Hey! The man who has a horrible time with names just kind of thinks he may have gotten it. Yeah, so I think it's kind of a fun thing to do as an entertainer, maybe, to have a fake identity. Look at me. I am the ancient meddler. Makes me want to do like a voiceover, or not me, but I was like some talking thing while this is playing in the background. Someone's telling a story.
I guess it goes to show, does it not, that we've no idea what we've got until we lose it.
Hang on a second. I gotta look that up. It's driving me nuts. I gotta remember the person's name. Sam something. Yeah, how could I not? It's Sam Smith that I'm thinking of. How could I not remember that name? Smith. Sam Smith. Yeah, so when I hear that voice, it kind of reminds me of Sam Smith's voice. Maybe it's just the British accent, but it's that. To me, it's that kind of music almost. It's a strange combination for me. It's like, yeah, there's metal aspects, but this is more like easy. I want to say that. I don't want to say easy listening music. It's more like I said before, it's kind of an R&B song. But even that, it's just a slow song. Is it called Sleep Token because you're supposed to go to sleep? Is that an insult? I don't mean to be an insult. I absolutely don't mean it as an insult. Okay. It's just a little slow for me. And I like slow stuff, but this is beyond slow. It's like I never understood the whole genre of music called shoegaze. That one I get. Shoegaze I get. It's just you got to be really high. Maybe that would help me with this one. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I don't think I'm really enjoying this. I don't want to insult any fans of anything, and I definitely don't want to insult any musician, so I don't hear anything bad. There's nothing bad about it. It just doesn't rock my boat. So please don't kill me in the comments for saying it doesn't rock my boat. It would be great. It's like great for a movie or a TV show or something like The Walking Dead when, say, one of the survivors falls in love with a zombie and then just when they've almost found a cure to turn the zombie back into a human so they can be together, somebody shoots it in the head and kills the zombie. And then they play this song with lots of depressing footage behind it. I think it would be excellent.
If we don't choose it, and I don't know what's got its teeth in me, but I'm about to bite back in anger. No amount of self-absorption fury will bring back the glory of innocence.
Do I need to listen to another one, maybe? Maybe this one's just slow. Maybe this one's just an exception to the norm. I know it's all kind of got this slow vibe is what I heard. I heard it was kind of that way, right? So maybe this is typical, but if this is typical, then this is definitely the kind of music that I would. The only time I'd ever listen to this music is when I was like wanting to enter into an alternate state of consciousness. But I'm not kidding. I'm not being sarcastic. That's true. I feel it feels very trancy, very meditational. Like you could put this on and go where they take you. I think the lyrics are good. I mean, it's painting a different picture of this kind of dark desire almost, right? I don't know. Like I said, I know nothing about it, but yeah, it definitely is painting a picture, and there's a certain energy to it in the lack of energy, if that makes any sense. It's not a negative energy, but it's got, and not, it just gives you, it puts you in a definite headspace. Suddenly I like it. Suddenly I come to life. Yeah. Now I get it. Yeehaw. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it took a long time for it to get to that part, which I really like that ending part. That was really cool. So that tells me that there's more potential for some more stuff that I might like more than this. Now, as far as the voice, I thought the singer has a very good voice. It's very, it's a deeper voice, but something about the voice feels almost boxed in, almost contained, like it's not projecting out. I don't know how to describe. I'm not a voice expert by any stretch of the imagination, right? I'm just telling you how it feels to me. It feels not muffled so much, but just restrained almost. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's like the sound is stuck resonating inside of a chamber and can't get out the door. Like you have a speaker and the sound's stuck in the speaker and you're only hearing some of it coming out. Versus, like a lot of sound projecting out from the speaker openly and freely. It feels very constrained, and I don't know if that's intentional or natural or whatever. And it's not unpleasant. I'm not saying it's negative at all. It's just that's an observation. And then I thought the guitar work was good. I thought the drumming was good. The bass was good. Very very eerie and ambient for much of it. It was very kind of dark and sinister feeling. So, which goes with the picture that we see here. I don't know. Take Me Back to Eden implies a fallen. I was going to say a fallen angel, but not necessarily an angel because Adam and Eve weren't angels, right? But they fell from grace and they fell from Eden, were evicted, and so that would imply that they were thrown out. Now they're asking to be taken back into Eden. Well, once you've bitten the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, you can't go back. So, in order to go back into the Garden of Eden, you must give up that knowledge and become innocent again. Interesting. It makes me think, right? I liked it. I wouldn't call my mom and say, "Hey, mom, check this out," because my mom passed away a long time ago, so couldn't do that. Anyway, don't really know why I said that. I'm not. Okay, I'll ask you this: are all their songs like this, or do they have other songs that are more varied, or have more? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to piss people off. I don't want to have hate mail flowing into my thing. But I have to be honest. I have to be honest. If this is typical of their music, then I probably won't listen to more. But if you tell me it's not typical and that they have other songs that are a lot more varied and provide more variety and don't take so long to get going with something other than sound of the telephone when you leave it off the hook. Then I might listen to more. Did I just say their music sounds like you took the telephone and left it off the hook? Yeah, I think I did. Maybe this video will get blocked and nobody will hear how bad I said things about the music because I don't know. This music's left me in a funky mood. I feels depressing. I was gonna say something dark and evil, but I don't want to get banned from YouTube. This music makes me feel like I need to go out and be. Nope, can't say that. Okay, it makes me feel like I want. Oh, nope, can't say that. Yeah, I don't really know how it makes me feel. Just I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I need something upbeat. I need to listen to something more peppy and upbeat, something happy. How about Pharrell Williams? No. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But right now, I'm kind of in a fugue.